Okay, so I guess it's time for us to start the session. Good evening again. I'm Amana Naufa, the Head of Administration at Eton campus. Thank you all for joining for the Fast Track free introductory session. Thank you all very much, and I warmly welcome everyone on behalf of Eton campus. So in today's session, we will be mainly focusing on the science stream subjects, and I hope this session will bring you an entire knowledge about the Fast Track A-Level program that Eton campus is offering. And while I'm doing the session, if any of you people have any doubts, please raise your hand, and the platform is always ready to answer your questions. So moving into the session, so Eton campus is a private campus located in Kolpiti, and we are partnered with a lot of UK qualifications. So to mention again, we don't provide the local qualifications, we do provide the international qualifications. Everything is UK recognized. So I have mentioned the logos here. We are an approved test center for Skills for English exam, UKVI CERT exam. We are also an approved center by Pearson. We are offering quality certificates and ATHE, and we are also recognized by Ofqual. So our campus is basically well known for offering international qualifications. So to focus more on the Fast Track A-Level program, today we are here to discuss on the science stream. The subjects mainly are biology, chemistry, and physics. So these are the basic subjects which science stream has. Apart from this, people can do other optional subjects as well, likewise psychology or ICT. But in today's session, we will be mainly focusing on these three subjects. So what I'm going to say now will be very useful for the students who does not have any idea about what is EDEXCEL A-Level. So basically, EDEXCEL A-Level is a UK government approved Pearson qualification. So this EDEXCEL A-Level, international A-Level, is valid around the world. And as students, if you are planning to migrate to another country after your A-Levels, this EDEXCEL will be very useful for you all, and this will be an added advantage for you rather doing the local A-Levels. The reason is because this is an international qualification. Also, doing 3 subjects is compulsory in A-Levels. Other than that, if you are willing to do more subjects as 4 or 5 is up to you, but minimum 3 is compulsory. So actually the EDEXCEL Fast Track A-Level is divided into 2 parts. One is AS, the other one is A-Level. So International AS, International Advanced Subsidiary Level, is the exam which you will be doing in the first 6 months of the syllabus. And IAL is the International Advanced Level, which you will be doing in the second 6 months of the syllabus. So basically, the 2 years of A-Level has been divided into 2 examinations, whereas us, Eton campus, as Fast Track program, we have shortened it into 1 year. And the first 6 months, you will be studying the AS syllabus and will be doing the exam in 2025 May or June. And after that, you will be studying your AL syllabus and you will be sitting for your exams in 2026 January. So this particular course will be commencing on October 8th. And from October 8th to 2025 October, it is an entire 1-year period. And within this 1 year, you will be covering your syllabus, and us from Eton campus will make you prepare for your exams. So I'm very proud enough to introduce our lecturers, the amazing lecture panel we do have. So the first one is Dr. Keshani Randima. She is your chemistry lecturer. The second one is Dr. Madhuma Pereira. She will be a biology lecturer. And the third is Mr. Imad Latif. He is your physics lecturer. So from this point onwards, the lecturers will explain you on how the syllabus is carried out and how they will be covering this syllabus within 1 year's period. So I'll hand over the session to Miss Keshani Randima, your chemistry lecturer, and she will be doing the syllabus coverage and how she is going to teach on the chemistry subject.
Good evening, everyone. So I am Dr. Keshani Randima. So as Ms. Amana introduced me, so I'm a doctor, and also I am a graduate from Institute of Chemistry, Ceylon. I have studied my bachelor's in chemistry at Institute of Chemistry, and also I have done my master's in applied organic chemistry, and I have graduated from University of Colombo. And as I told you all, so I am actually a SLMC registered medical officer who is doing the medical practices as well. So that is a little introduction about myself. And so moving to the so before I explain you all about what I am going to do with you, or before I explain about the syllabus that I am going to cover, I will just give you a brief introduction about this EDEXCEL International A-Level. So actually this is a international qualification, and in abbreviation we will be calling this EDEXCEL International A-Level as IAL. So this IAL is actually consisting of two main parts, right? So it we call the first part as IAS, and the second part is the IA2. So actually within this fast track A-level program in Eton campus, so we will be covering the IAL syllabus within 1 year, and so within that you will be first learning the topics and the units which are relevant to IAS, and then upon the completion of IAS syllabus we will be starting the IA2 also. So in order for you all to get qualified with IAL, you all have to successfully complete both IAS and IA2, right? So these are actually the units that you have to cover in chemistry during this 1 year period. So you can see from the screen that we are covering 6 units. So for these 6 units, you will be getting separate papers in your A-level exam, right? So from these 3 units, 6 units, 3 units will be basically there for the IAS, and there are 3 units. The 4, 5, 6 is for the IA2. So we will next see what are the units that we are going to cover during this IAS. Okay, so we are going to cover unit 1, unit 2 and unit 3 in IAS. In that, the first unit is the structure, bonding and introduction to organic chemistry. So in this unit, we will be covering 5 topics. So those 5 topics are the formulae, equations and amount of substance, then atomic structure and the periodic table, bonding and structure, then introductory organic chemistry and alkanes and alkenes. So these are the 5 topics that you will be studying in unit 1. And as you can see from here, for this unit 1, you will be getting a paper, and that paper will carry 80 marks, and the duration for the paper will be 1 hour and 30 minutes. So from this unit, 40% will be 40% of the marks will be calculated for your IAS exam, and 20% of this will go for the total IAL. So this is the unit 1. Next, we will go for the unit 2. So as you can see from the screen, unit 2 contain energetics, group chemistry, halogenoalkanes and alcohols. So in this unit also, we will be covering 5 topics. So the topics are energetics, intermolecular forces, redox chemistry and groups of 1, 2 and 7, and also introduction to kinetics and equilibria, organic chemistry, alcohols, halogenoalkanes, and spectra. So these are the 5 topics that we are going to cover for unit 2. So it is same as the unit 1. For unit 2 also you will be getting a separate paper in the exam, and the paper duration will be 1 hour and 30 minutes. And also from this paper, the total marks will be 80 marks, and from that 80 marks, 40% will be going for total IAS and 20% will go for total IAL. Then the unit 3. So unit 3 is basically the practical skills. So whatever the practicals we are learning in unit 1 and unit 2, they will be assessed in this practical paper. So actually there are practicals that we will be discussing within the topics itself. So this paper actually based on all the practicals that you will be learning in unit 1 and 2. And this paper also will be carrying 50 marks. And as you can see, the time for the paper will be 1 hour and 20 minutes. And from this paper, 20% of the marks will be calculated for the IAS, and 10% will go for the IAL. So these are the 3 units actually you have to complete when you, if you want to when you want to sit for the IAS exam. Then we will go for IA2. So upon the completion of IAS, you can go for IA2. So this IA2 have the unit 4, unit 5 and unit 6. So in unit 4, actually the rates, equilibria and further organic chemistry. So this IA2 is actually a somewhat continuation from the IAS that we have been discussing so far. So here in this unit 4, we have to cover another 5 topics, that is kinetics, entropy and energetics, chemical equilibria, acid-base equilibria, and the organic chemistry. So the carbonyls, carboxylic acid and chirality, those things we will be discussing in unit 4. So in this unit also, the total marks will be 90 marks you will be getting for this paper. And also the time duration for the paper at the exam will be 1 hour and 45 minutes. And from this paper, you will be getting 40% of the marks for IA2 and 20% of the marks for the IAL. And then we will look the topics in unit 5. So as you can see, the unit 5 means the transition metals and organic nitrogen chemistry. So in this unit also, we need to cover 5 topics. So those include the redox equilibria, transition metals and their chemistry, organic chemistry, that is we are going to learn about the phenols and arenes, the benzene ring. Then we are going to talk about the organic nitrogen compounds, and then we will be talking about the organic synthesis. So for this unit also, you will be getting a paper in your examination. So the time duration for the paper will be 1 hour and 45 minutes, and total marks will be 90 marks. So from this paper unit, the 40% of the marks will go for IA2 and 20% of the marks will go for IAL. And then the next one is unit 6. So unit 6 is again the practicals, practical skills in chemistry. So in that unit 6, we will be talking about the practicals that we are going to discuss during this unit 4 and 5. So as you can see here, so see from here, in this practical paper also, the total marks will be 50 marks, and the time duration for this paper will be 1 hour and 20 minutes. And also for this practical paper, 20% will be going for the total marks in IA2, and 10% will go for IAL. So those are the 6 units actually that we are going to discuss within this chemistry. So if I just discuss about the method of teaching, so I will be actually discussing all these topics in a very comprehensive and very simple manner. So you will be understanding all the concepts very uh, easily. And also I will be doing the lectures in the form of PowerPoint presentation, and also at the end of each topic I will be sharing with you the required note that will be provided in the form of a PDF. And also in my lecturing so I will be conducting the exams at the end of each topic, so that I will make sure that you all are studying each topic uh, there itself. And then also we will be doing mock examinations, and also we will be doing all the past paper and revision questions also, right? So that is basically how I will be doing your chemistry lectures, right? So this now it's time for you all. So if you have any questions now, you can ask it from me itself. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Keshani Randima, for your insightful presentation on the chemistry subject. Students and the participants, do you have any questions regarding the chemistry subject? If so, you can arise your questions now.
So one student is asking whether the sessions are online or physical. So we do conduct both online and physical classes. So you can join in whatever the mode you like. But as a lecturer, I prefer if you come physically and do the studies, because the sessions will be more interactive and very easy to understand if you come physically and join the class.
So there is another question asked, what level of English is required? So basically the level of English we at least need for you to understand what the lecturers are teaching you. So if you have the knowledge to understand and write answers, then you will be able to do this program, which means your A level. So other than that, we don't expect for you to have high level of fluency in English, but we need the basic understanding in English language. So I hope I answered your question. And if we don't have any other questions, we can move into the biology. So will we have classes on weekdays or weekends? So we will have classes on weekdays. So basically, I will be explaining the class timings and everything later on. So now we'll move into the biology lecturer, Miss Madhuma Pereira.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So I think I'm audible to you all. Right. So I'm Dr. Madhuma Pereira. I'm a homeopathic physician. So I have done my homeopathic subjects from the University of Health Sciences in West Bengal, NIH, that is Kolkata from India. And now I'm reading my MBA in Healthcare Administration from the International Institute of Health Sciences. So, and also I'm doing my private practice as at the same time, I'm working in the government homeopathic hospital in Dehiwala, and also as a biology lecturer at Eton campus. So that is about myself, little about myself. Right. So then we will move to the slides. About the EDEXCEL IAS and the IL. I think Amana and Miss Keshani already discussed about these things with you all. So it is not important to give the same thing again and again, I think. So we'll move with the units to be covered in your biology syllabus. So here you have 6 units to be covered. That is about unit 1. It's about the molecules, diet, transport, and the health. Unit 2, cells, development, biodiversity, and conservation. Unit 3, practical skills in biology 1. That means in unit 1 and 2, what you have studied. From that, all the experiments are given in the unit 3. And unit 4, energy, environment, microbiology, and immunity. Unit 5, respiration, internal environment, coordination, and gene technology. And unit 6 about the practical skills in biology 2. Then units to be covered again, molecules, diet, and the transport, health. So in this unit, you have to cover 2 topics. Topic 1 is molecules, transport, and the health. Unit 2, the topic 2, membranes, proteins, DNA, and the gene expression. That means unit 1, it consists of 2 topics with the subtopics as well. So these things you have to cover in IAS. That means unit 1, you have to cover in IAS. So here you are getting a separate paper, 1 hour and 30-minute paper, and the total marks will be 80 marks. So 40% of the total is going for the IAS and 20% is going for the IAS. And then about the unit 2. Unit 2 is about cells, development, biodiversity, and the conservation. Here also, you have to complete 2 topics like cell structure, reproduction, and development. And the other one is plant structure and function, biodiversity, and the conservation. So here also in all these topics, it consists of different subtopics. And the examination paper is about 1 hour and the 30 minutes. And the total marks will be 80 marks. So 40% is going for the IAS and 20% is going for the IAL. Right. And then the unit 3. In unit 3, all the practical skills is given in IAS. So here they are assessing, that means examination paper is assessing your knowledge in the practicals that we have covered in unit 1 and unit 2 in IAS. So here also the paper is 1 hour and 20 minutes. And the total marks will be 50 marks, and 20% is going for the IAS and 10% is for the IAL. Right. And then IA2. So this IA2 is continuation of the IAS. So here unit 4, unit 5, and unit 6 you have to cover in IA2. In unit 4, you have to cover the energy, environment, microbiology, and the immunity. So as the unit 4 content overview, it consists of 2 topics. Topic 5 is like energy flow, ecosystems, and the environment. Unit 4, the other topic is microbiology, immunity, and the forensics. So these topics also, it carries different subtopics. And the paper is about 1 hour and the 45 minutes. And the total marks will be 90 marks. 40% is going for your IA2 and 20% is going for the IAL. And then unit 5. Unit 5, right, unit 5, it consists like 2 topics again. Respiration, internal environment, coordination, and gene technology is the unit 5. So this also consists of 2 topics. Respiration, muscles, and the internal environment is one topic, and the other one is coordination, response, and the gene technology. So this also contains different types of different subtopics. And the examination paper is about 1 hour and the 45 minutes, and the total marks carrying is 90. And 40% is going for the IA2, and 20% is going for the IAL. And then the unit 6. Unit 6 is mainly covering your practical skills that we have studied in IA2. And the paper is 1 hour and 20 minutes, and the total marks will be 50. 20% is going for your IA2, and 10% is for the IAL. So this is the syllabus that you have to complete in IAS and IA2. Right, and when I'm telling you about the method of lecturing, now I am doing these lectures with the PowerPoint presentations, and you can note down anything that is given in the slides if you want, if it is feeling important. And also, I am providing with you this PowerPoint presentation if you need. And at the end of each of these units, I'm going to give you the model question papers, past papers, and everything like that. And if I feel like this part is somewhat difficult for the difficult for the students to understand, then I'm giving some questions from that part as well. So you can do it in the class, or you can do it at home. So, and that way I'm conducting the lectures. And in any that means now if you have any questions, you can ask from me.
Thank you, Ms. Madhuma Pereira, for your insightful explanation. So, participants, do you have any questions on the biology subjects, or is it good to go? Can we continue, or do you have any doubts or any questions to be arised? Okay, so seems like we don't have any questions. So, thank you, Ms. Madhuma, again. And now I'll be handing over the session to Mr. Imad Latif, our physics lecturer at Eton campus.
Good evening, everyone. I am your physics lecturer at Eton campus. And if I talk about myself, and I'm Imad Latif, and I have done my Bachelor of Science in Physics in University of Peradeniya, and I did a Master's in Electronics from University of Colombo. And I'm working at Lyceum International School as a senior physics teacher. And also, I'm the content creator for some websites in the United Kingdom, especially for the EDEXCEL based notes. Also, I used to work for United States, checks.com. You can search for in internet if you want. That's a online platform that's helping students for different college level subjects. Especially, I was a subject matter expert for physics. And if you talk about the IEL syllabus, that is same as what Ms. Dr. Keshani and Dr. Madhu has spoken. It's the same structure. There will be no any different. The exam paper, everything is look same. So, but so we have something called the IAS and the A2. In IAS, you're going to sit for 3 papers. That means these are the 3 units they're going to assess. The unit 1, which is mechanics and materials, and the waves and electricity, and practical skills in physics. Okay. Now, when it's come for mechanics and material, it's going to be 1.5 hours. We'll discuss the paper structure, but let me to come for this practical skills little. This unit 3, this is going to be 1.5 hour paper. The practical skills mean it doesn't, you don't need to do the practicals, of course. It's going to be a theory based. This is a writing paper really. This is a 1.5 hours writing paper where you have to apply the practical skills and you have to do the work. That means there'll be no practicals to do in this one. You have to write the answers and they will give the particular questions and you have to answer according to the information they provided, and there'll be no any practical or laboratory equipment you're going to handle here. So from unit 1 and unit 2, if you while you're going through the syllabus, and you will have a few parts which are practical. So when we explaining or while we showing a video, any other method, then that explanation will can use to do the unit 3 practical skills part. That's how this AS level 3 papers work, and each one. And if you come for the mechanics and materials, okay. So look at here. Each topic contains subtopics in detail. So I didn't give. Let's say if it's mechanics and materials, you see inside you have many subtopics. I have given a small part from the specification. You can see this box. That's the subtopics, and this is a specification. You should know these equations and many things they are. So in this one, we have to complete these all the topics. Similarly, once we come to the waves and electricity, also inside there are in waves there are some subtopics. Also in electricity there are some subtopics. But once comes to practical skills, that is the application of this Unit 1 and Unit 2. So once you study properly this one, there are few experimental methods you should know. Once you know that one, of course, if you are properly working with us, and you should cooperate, otherwise it's hard, but you have to cooperate with us and study, and it's a teamwork really, we teach, and you have to act. So from your side, the cooperation. So of course, you can do the all 3 papers with a good grading. Similarly, once we come for the IA2, that means the other part, A2 level, it's same way you have 3 units. One is the further mechanics and the other one is the thermodynamics. Similarly, the practical skills. Now, you did the Unit 3 practical skill. Now, this is like a continuation of that one. The other Unit 4 and Unit 4 is like we're going to teach you, and that is little advanced, that little advanced part of the practical. That's also a written paper that you're going to do. There'll be no any, you don't need to go for laboratory or do any experiment, and you don't have to collect any data. Just you, from the information they provided, you want to complete your practical paper. And okay, we'll move to the next slide, then I can explain in detail. And each unit there's a paper. Can you go back? See, so 6 papers to sit at once. You can sit like 6 papers at once. For each unit separately also, you can do to qualify in IAL. Some students find hard to do all 6 at once. The Eton College, I don't know how they might be preferring at 6 at once or 3 also. I think if you are strong, you can do all at once also. That's the method EDEXCEL have. I have given a 1 paper page for you. That is the January 2024 paper structure. You see only the front page I have shown, but if you scroll, but here you don't have the scrolling. I have taken only the snapshot. In that one, see, this is how your exam paper really looks like. This is the January 2024 paper. This is the Unit 4 paper. That means the A2 level paper. That's the further mechanics and fields and particles. So you should able to complete this one with within 1 hour and 45 minutes for this one. Of course, you can use the calculators for the A levels. You can use the calculator. Scientific calculators are you can use to do the work. Yeah, next one. And the assessment information is same as what other teachers taught here, other lecturers. Like a similar method only going to go. You're going to have 3 assessments. So how this assessment works, I'll tell you about that one also. Let's say you do the Unit 1 paper. Once you do the Unit 1 paper, so you have to do in BMICH, or they will assign a particular center. You want to go and you want to do this exam paper. Once you do the exam, they will take it and they will scan your paper, and it will be sent to different destinations as a soft copy. From there are some lecture panel. They will mark your papers. Then it automatically mark. Normally within 2 months, you're going to obtain your results. So similarly, the Unit 1 and Unit 2, you gets 80 marks only for this one, and Unit 3, 50 marks. That's how the paper works. This is 1.5 hour paper. We go for the next one. Right. And similarly, once you come for the A2 level, it's 90 marks and 90 marks, and again 50 marks for the practical skills. And if you are, of course, you have to work properly in A's. If you have, now remember, at last what happens, now you do the A's no, and you do the A2. Now you're going to get each separate units, you're going to get a grading. For example, let's say you do all 3 well, you're going to get 3 A's. Unit 1 A, Unit 2 also A, Unit 3 also A. And overall A's, you're going to get a mark. That is, it can be A or B depending on the marks. Similarly, once you do Unit 4, Unit 5, and Unit 6, each unit you're going to get an A. For Unit 4 also, you're going to get a particular grading. Unit 5 also, you're going to get a grading. Unit 6 also, you're going to get, and overall for the A2 also, you're going to get the A grading, depending on your whole marks. And finally, what happened? You get the final score from the AS and A2. So it's going to, it's going to, now if you do properly your AS and A2 together, if you have worked little, then you can get an A, or depending on your marks, it might be what the whole grading for the 4 subject also going to get. That's IAL marks, and each separate units also you're going to get a grading. We'll move to the next. And this is a method of teaching. Now, with me, you're going to have some animated presentation for physics. I have taken one part in the mechanics and materials. This is the projectile. So I can't animate here, just I have taken a screenshot. This is a part of the method we're going to teach. We might use, similarly, we can use the PDFs of this one, not the animation, but sometimes you have to do the, once you do the PDF, because it's a fast track, so we have to finish the topic faster. So what happens here is once you give the PDF work, sometimes you have the spaces there, you're going to do the worksheet. This is the method of teaching method. This is the presentation. This is one presentation. We have many. And another one. And this is what happens after, let's say I am finishing one topic. For an example, let's say in mechanics and materials, I told there are so many subtopics. For an example, let's say this is the unit 5, one topic I have taken here. So what happened, let's say I'll teach you one part, let's say projectile motion. Once you finish, now what we have done, normally we have, let's say about 10 past papers or 6 past papers, let's say 2024, 2023, 2000. Now each year, the same particular question is going to come in different forms. For example, projectile motions mean, let's say a topic there. So there are questions in projectile motion. We're going to filter these questions into one particular document. So you're going to do each projectile multiple times, the same type of question that will make you stronger understanding of that particular topic. So you will easily, you can for your past paper. This is retried from a topic problem. That is, see, I have a small text box there. In that text box, you can see this is the June 2022. Only I have taken the last part. See the marks also given. Total marks for the question is 7, but I have given only question 15 is the question 15. Normally about 21, 22 questions we have to answer within 1.5 hours. MCQs and this kind of filling, they give the space. And this is a part of a topic problem into June 2022. So you're going to do the topical problems as well. Yeah. If you have any doubts, you can ask.
Thank you, Mr. Imat, for your insightful explanation. So, participants, do you have any questions based on the physics subjects? Okay, so seems like we don't have any questions so far. So, thank you, lecturers. Thank you for your insightful explanation.
Excuse me, Amana, there's a doubt.
Yeah, there is one question, Mr. Imat.
No,
You
it's
can
not.
ask.
Yeah, it's not like local A levels. Okay, it is not like local A level. Local A level, the syllabus content is very high. It's very hard to complete in 2 years. Even that much of a content there, local A level. But in EDEXCEL, we don't have like that. The syllabus is zipped, but Hashara. So what you want to do in this one? You have to work. You know, the best method, once we started the topic, you have, this is easy, not harder than local. It is not hard like local, but you know, you can't do like your, this is A levels. You are doing A levels mean you can't do like your O levels. Some students will say, I studied my O levels in last 3 months and I scored. Now, so you can't do like this, the A levels. So from the scratch, from where we starting to the end, so you want to show your full support, then only it will be easy. And you have to clear the doubts. And if you have the problems, always you have to interact with the teacher very well. Then, of course, you can get a good result. And finally, this is not look like all over. And remember, in this one, all over local, we did local A level. So we know the local A level standard and we studied from local universities. This is a very well structured syllabus, the London exams, EDEXCEL, because very practical and you really understand what is physics if you do seriously. This is the way they meet. Even we did local A levels in university. Once we started to do this EDEXCEL A level topics only, really I also understand very well the physics. This is where we apply that much very practically focused syllabus.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Imat. Do you have any other doubts, any questions? I'll give you like 2 minutes. You can think, and if you have any questions, you can ask it, please. Okay, so it seems like nobody has any doubts, so we can move into the next slide. So This particular slide explains you why to choose Eton campus in order to study your A-levels. So the same thing as the lecturers told, we will be covering the entire syllabus within 1 year, which will help you to fast track your entire career. So for an example, if you are doing the local A-levels, you will not know when the exam is going to happen. So it is still a question mark. But if you do this, we have 3 sittings. We have one exams in January, we have another one in May, and we have one in November and as well. So we basically have 3 exams in the in the EDEXCEL A level, which will make it easier for you to sit for your exams and pass through it. Also, there is an advantage for you when you do AS and A2 separately. If you have scored less marks in your AS, you can work harder and score higher marks in A2, which will lead you to your destined results, the results whichever you are focusing. Also, this particular course will give you a comprehensive syllabus coverage. As the lecturers explained, we will be conducting mock sessions, revisions, and all the syllabus will be covered. And when you join our program, you will have no need to go for extra classes. The reason because we will be covering A to Z everything. The syllabus, revision, everything we will be covering. And regarding the class sessions, the sessions will be conducted on weekdays because since this is an A-level program, it is unable for us to do it in weekends. So the classes will be done in weekdays. The classes will be done in weekdays. For now, we have scheduled it as Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and you will have classes from morning to evening. So for an example, the biology class will held from 9:30 to 11:30, a 2-hour session. Afterwards, you will have a 30 minutes break, and from 12 to 2, you will have your chemistry, and from 2:30 to 4:30, you will have your physics sessions. So the reason for us to have everything on a day is because if a student is coming from far, let's say out of Colombo, from Kalutara or from Gampaha, so that student come in the morning, they can attend to all 3 sessions and leave in the evening. So this will also give you like an atmosphere of a school, whereas it will make it easy for you to travel as well. And regarding the mode of studies, if you want, so we actually do hybrid sessions. We do online and physical parallelly. So if you are really far, let's say for an example, if you are from Kandy, if you're from Jaffna, Trincomalee, Hambantota, so you can join classes online. So we will not force you to come physical classes. But if you are in Colombo or suburbs, it is always better for you to join physical classes because it is going to be more interactive when you join physically than in online. Also, we do expect 80% of attendance. So even if you are joining online, in order for you to sit for your exams, you will need 80% of attendance. So we do not appreciate students to take leave on and off very frequently. Yes, Amanda, which part you want to tell, which part you want me to tell again? Yes, Hashara, we will provide recordings, but recordings are provided under one condition. So basically, let's say you are a physical student and because of your sickness or any emergency, you are taking an off day, but you should inform us prior to the class. Let's say the class is to happen on Tuesday 9:30. You should at least inform us at 9:25 saying that you will not be able to present to the class today. At that circumstance, we will provide you the recording. Okay. Other than that, we don't encourage providing recording because it is not going to be effective as you all are doing the science stream, which is relatively harder than other subjects. So if you want to provide good results, we do want you all to be presented to the class regularly. So for that reason, we do not provide recording regularly, but under certain circumstances. So the class dates, Amanda, the classes are scheduled on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from morning 9:30 to 5. Okay, Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 9:30 to 5. I hope I'm clear. Okay, so moving into the fee structure. So this particular intake is 2024 October's intake. The class will start on 8th of October. It is a Tuesday. And the duration is 1 year. You will be doing classes for 1 year. The registration fee is 5,000 rupees. So this particular 5,000 rupees should be paid in order to reserve your slot, because we do not take much students for per class. So reason being that we want you to register prior so we can reserve your slot. And the entire course fee will be 380,000. So this particular course fee, it includes the entire course period for the entire 1 year in order to cover both AS and A2 for all 3 subjects. This is the course fee, 380,000. And if you pay it fully, you will be getting a 5% off, or else you can do it in installments, 38,000 per month, which is, comparing to the private classes, our course fee is really low. The reason being because we are going to conduct you 4-hour classes per week for one subject. So for a month, you are going to get 16-hour classes. But after 4 months of your course commencement, we will make it 3 days classes per week. So you will have 6-hour sessions per week for one subject, which is 24-hour session for a month for one subject. So if you do that math and if you calculate and see, the per hour fee will be very, very less compared to other places. So this payment is for the entire 1 year for all 3 subjects. And if you are unable to pay it at once, you can pay it in 10 months installment, 38,000 per month. And the tuition fee should be paid every month beginning of the week. I hope I'm clear with the fee structure and the class schedulings and everything. Do you have any doubts regarding the A-level program? It's time for questions. Do you have any doubts, please? So Amanda, to tell about the examination fee, so basically that differs. So you do not pay the examination fee for us. You do pay the examination fee for British Council. So to just give an example, on the last examination which was in May, our students, they paid around 18,300 rupees per unit. So actually they have, for AS exam, they have 3 units per subject. So chemistry 3, physics 3, and biology 3. So altogether it is 9 subjects or 9 papers. So they had to pay 18,300 into 9, which will come around like 150 to 160,000. So this course fee is basically paid to British Council. And this course fee, it actually varies according to the sitting. So if you do the exams in May, it will be one course fee. And if you are to do the exams in October, it might have risen or it might have reduced as well. So basically the exam fee fluctuates according to the exchange rate in Sri Lanka. Okay. But for you to get an idea, you will have the exam fee for each unit, which means for chemistry 3 units, biology 3 units, physics 3 units for one exam, which is AS. Same like that for your A2 as well, you will have 9 units, 9 papers to do. Are you clear with the examination fee? Amanda, did I answer your question? All right. So anyone else, do you have any other questions? Please, you can clarify all your doubts. And I'll repeat again regarding the level of language. We do not expect you to be very fluent in English. We actually want a basic understanding level, which will help you to understand what the lecturers are teaching. You don't need to be very, very good in English. You don't need to be a Shakespeare. We just want you to be to know the basic language and for you to understand the basic English. That is more than enough. Yes, so that's all. I guess I have given you the class timings, the class fee details, exam details, and what we are going to give you, and the advantages you are going to get by following our fast track A-level program. So do anyone else have any questions, please? All right, so we'll move to the next part of our presentation. So we Eton campus, we do not stop only up to A-levels. If you have dreams of going to another country to pursue your higher studies, we actually support you 100% on that as well. So we ignite your dreams by paving pathway for your study abroad dreams. So Eton campus basically do study abroad for over 31 countries. So you name a country, we do the study abroad for that. Let it be European countries, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, Singapore, whatever the country you name, we do the study abroad there to that particular country. So if you have any dreams of going for another country after your A-levels, you always can reach us out and we will support you on that fully. Like we will support you 100%. So there are 2 main countries which helps you to go for your studies to Europe. So basically going to Europe with us is very cost effective. So less than $1 million, less than 10 lakhs. So if you are willing to go to a European country for your studies with your dependents, so let it be for you or anyone you know. So let it be your relatives, your sisters, your siblings, whoever, you can let us know that we will support them 100% if they have dreams to go to a European country. So we do have the easiest and quickest pathway for them to go to Europe with us after their A-levels. So if you have anyone who is very old, let's say in their 30s or 40s, but they are willing to go to another country, you can recommend them us. So they will have to do their A-levels in order to go to another European country. So they can do their A-levels with us. No need to do science. They can do the easiest subject like as commerce. And they can migrate to a European country, which is also a Schengen country. And they can go there with their dependents and they can study while working. So this is a very great and golden opportunity for people who are looking to go to a European country, or the people who are looking forward to study in another country. This is a great opportunity. And I'll repeat again, this will cost less than 10 lakhs. This will cost less than 1 million if you want to go to a European country. So you can recommend us, or you can recommend Eton campus to your known people, and we will guide them 100%. And we have another like a well-developed country, UAE. So UAE is also very cost effective. You can go to Dubai for your studies, and from there you can go to UK or Australia or Canada, whatever the country you want. Because being a Sri Lankan, it is very easy for us to go to Dubai than directly going to UK. Because when you go to UK, you have big show monies, you have big course fees and everything. But if you touch Dubai and if you be there for like 2 years, and from there, if you try to another country, the chances of you getting your visa is 100%. So if you have anyone who is looking forward to go to Dubai for their studies, again, you can recommend Eton campus and we will guide them 100%. And it is also very cost effective. Less than 1.4 million, they can go to Dubai for their studies. And from there, they can go to UK. Okay. There's one question. Okay. Okay, Mr. Imad, thank you for joining us. Yes, Hashara, we do provide Canadian universities for BSc degrees, pharmaceuticals. We do. All the students, they have 20 hours of legal part-time working hours. So everyone, they can go there and they can study while working part-time. Okay? Any other questions? So Hashara, for you to go to a European country, it is less than 1 million, but not for Canada. Canada, they do have different programs with different course fees. But if you want to go to a European Schengen country, we do have the course for less than 1 million. So if you have anyone who is looking to go to another country for their studies, you can recommend us. So we will guide them on that. And even same for UAE, you can go to Dubai with or without A-levels, and you can pursue your higher studies there. And from there, you can go to UK, Canada, Australia, or whatever the country you want. And if you go to a European country for less than 1 million, within just 4 to 5 years, you will be holding a European passport, which will open doors for all the countries around the world. Because you go to a Schengen country and stay there for 4 to 5 years, and you get their passport, and the world is yours because you can travel to whatever the country you want. Same as with Dubai. In Dubai, you will not, or UAE, United Arab Emirates. So in Dubai, you will not get their passport, but since you have studied in Dubai, you will be able to go to other countries as well so easily than going directly from Sri Lanka. So we do have 31 countries, as I told before: Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, Singapore, all the European countries like Ireland, Finland, Lithuania, Malta, Poland, all the countries. But among that, these two opportunities, which I told as in Europe and Dubai, are very cost effective. Okay, but we can guide you on other countries as well. But the reason I specially told Europe and UAE is because you can go for a less cost. Okay, but if you're willing to go to UK, Canada, or any other country, we still can guide you on that. So anyone else who has doubts in the entire session for today? Any doubts? Let it be in your A-levels or the study abroad thing. Any doubts or any questions? Yes, so the best pathways for doing medicine is if you want to do medicine for a lower cost, I would prefer Belarus for you. So Belarus is the only country, it's a Russian, it's actually closer to Russia and Europe. So Belarus is one of the popular country for Sri Lankan students to go and do medicine, and it is cost effective as well. So if you want support in that after your A-levels, you can still reach us out. So we will guide you on that. And in Belarus, if you go to Belarus and do your MBBS, then you will be able to practice in Sri Lanka as well. Okay. Yes, so we do have psychology as a subject, but this is basically on physics, chemistry, and biology, the basic science subjects. But if you want psychology, you can join our psychology program as well. But if you want to do study abroad, we still have pathways for you on that. And we do local programs as well. So after A-levels, if you are willing to do any HND or any short courses, you still can reach us out. We do have a range of programs which will guide you on like making your future and your career pathway the best. Because as I told initially, we are affiliated with UK qualifications, which are globally recognized. So you will, in the end of the program, you will be getting a UK qualification, which will help you to go around the world. So, I mean, for your job purpose, you can go everywhere around the world with the UK qualification. So if you have any ideas to do any short courses or any study abroad pathways or any other HND programs after your A-levels or without A-levels, with O-levels, you can reach us out and we will guide you on that. Yes, Hashara, we do get free degree programs in Germany, but the possibility of getting that is very less. Everyone who applies for it do not get the free degree program unless that you are an outstanding student. So if you are an outstanding student, you will be getting a free degree program, unless you will not, because it is very hard for students to get that free degree since it is free. There are so many difficulties in getting that free degree program. I hope I answered all your questions. Do you have anything else? Any other questions to be asked? Or any other doubts? So I guess it's a time for us to wind up the session. So I have mentioned our contact details over here, the phone number, the WhatsApp. You always can contact us through these numbers. And we have the website also, and I have mentioned the address. We are located in Colombo 3, Palmyra Avenue. You can visit us, you can call us, and you can get your doubts clarified at any time. So thank you all for joining today's session. I hope it was very meaningful and it was very interesting for everyone who joined. And we are looking forward to support you, and we are looking forward to make your dreams come true. So be connected with Eton campus, and we will make your future in bright colors. Thank you all for joining once again. Have a great day and have a great, it's a long weekend and you can enjoy. Thank you all again and have a great day. Bye.